definitely affects us here at CrossBreed, because with women being the largest growing demographic in our area, you have to meet the needs of those ladies just like everybody else, just like the men.
Right.
So I think that definitely makes you stop and say, what products, what are women looking for, what are the needs, what areas can we improve upon ourselves as a company to meet those needs for those ladies.
I couldn't agree more, especially talking to them and being out there and actually doing training courses. It helps go, okay, this works, but this doesn't, because maybe a lifestyle or like as clothing is a big thing. Clothing's a huge thing to work around and design products around that. It's because there's so much out there. The main concern women face when looking for a holster, again, in clothing, their body shape can be one of that, because so many women are built differently. What may work for me may not work for her. Because I'm smaller built, but she's a little bit bigger than me. So what may work for me may not for her. So it's just, it really is hard to...
Traditional holsters have always typically been designed by men for men, So I think you have to turn that around and say, okay, women are shaped differently than men. So how do you create or get a product out there that will work for them in the lifestyle that they want to live? They want to wear a dress today, and they want to wear cute little capris tomorrow and yoga pants on Wednesday. And so you have to find products that work. Women are not one holster specific demographic. They want a holster that'll work for this today, this tomorrow, and this Wednesday. So I think having a wide variety of products is very, very important, that they can choose from, and they can adjust to their carry to their clothing.
For me, training it does grow my confidence in, handling the firearms, understanding the firearms, and making sure I could be prepared to shoot something, or just being more accurate. Really, it's the biggest thing for me. I'm working on my accuracy, and that's just growing and learning. And also, since the firearm industry is changing, it's also good to keep the training to go along with those changes as well.
Yeah, I think anytime that you're going to be responsible or to take on the responsibility of carrying a firearm, then you owe it to yourself and those around you to be trained and to be confident in your carry, to carry confidently. I just think that's very important, and you have to do that. You have to practice. You have to get out there. I don't care how good a shot you are. I don't care how amazing you can handle your gun. If you don't get out there and practice the scenarios that might come into your life, then you're not going to know how to react to what's going to come.
Yeah, I think that is a good point. Both of those, as I mentioned, has helped me too, kind of in the same perspective. And what's also helped is maybe instructors may think about things differently than I would. Like for situations, I was in this one class and talking about barricades, and I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. It's like how far you need to stand closer, or how back you need to stand. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense, because if you stand too close, then you can't see them, or if you stand too far away, then you're just wide open. So that kind of really helps with that situation.
I think as far as helping develop our products through training or doing training classes, I think that you see anytime that you train and you practice and you do these scenarios, you can see it opens your eyes to products that maybe are needed for a specific way to carry or a specific situation. So I think that when you train, you learn more firsthand on maybe how this really works, or how a holster or product really works, as opposed to thinking through how a product works. So it's kind of like a real life scenario type thing. If you train with it, then you're going to know how that product works, and that's very important in coming out with any new product. Listening to ladies, that's huge.
You train with those products before we release them. It also allows us to set up the framework in order to help explain it to the other women who want to buy it from us. So. Yeah. When I'm studying for my kind degree, I do enjoy that, even though it's challenging, and I like to read books. So.
Things I like to do outside of work are like work out. My husband's got me into it, a big workout nut. So we're always finding new things and adding stuff to our home gym, always finding new ways to work out and things like that. And I'm a big car nut too. I like to, work on them or just really drive them, I guess. Anything that goes fast is fun.
What do I like to do outside of here? I'm never away from work, but for the most part, that's comes with the territory. But I love to travel, and I love spending time with my kids. Anytime that I can be with them, anytime that I can spend time with them, that's a bonus for me. But I love to see new places and have new experiences, so love to travel.